In the early hours of the morning, a fleet of Ukrainian drones flew deep into Russian territory. Their target, a high-value weapons factory responsible for fueling Moscow's war machine. Moments later, powerful explosions lit up the sky, and what happened next shocked military analysts worldwide. This is not just another strike. It marks a turning point in drone warfare and a warning to Russia. Here's what really happened. To understand the significance of this strike, we need to look back. Since the start of the conflict in February 2022, Ukraine has relied heavily on Western aid and innovative drone technology to level the battlefield against a much larger Russian force. Drones, both for surveillance and combat, have become absolutely essential tools in Ukraine's strategy. They are the eyes in the sky, the precision strikers, and the great equalizer in this modern war. Over the past year, we've witnessed a remarkable evolution. Ukraine has rapidly developed its own long-range drone capabilities. These aren't just off-the-shelf models, they are custom-built, sophisticated machines designed for one purpose: to reach deep inside Russian territory and hit targets that were once considered untouchable. From initial smaller-scale attacks on border regions to now striking hundreds of miles from the front line, the progression has been astonishing. This buildup of a domestic drone industry, born out of necessity, has fundamentally changed the dynamics of the conflict, allowing Ukraine to take the fight directly to the source of the aggression. It's a story of incredible ingenuity under the most intense pressure imaginable. And a recent morning, a coordinated drone assault targeted a military-industrial complex deep within Russia, a facility believed to be producing key components for artillery and missile systems. This wasn't a random attack. It was a calculated and precise operation. The drones, flying in a swarm to overwhelm air defenses, navigated a complex route to reach their target. Eyewitnesses on the ground reported hearing the distinct buzz of the drones overhead, followed by a series of powerful blasts that shook buildings and sent thick plumes of smoke billowing into the sky. Emergency vehicles were seen rushing to the scene, their sirens wailing through the pre-dawn quiet. Russian media was quick to release limited, carefully curated footage, often claiming that all incoming drones had been intercepted and that damage was minimal, caused only by falling debris. This is a standard part of their information strategy, aimed at controlling the narrative and projecting an image of impenetrable air defense. Meanwhile, Ukrainian officials maintained a deliberate and strategic silence, a common tactic in asymmetric warfare. By not immediately claiming responsibility, they create ambiguity, force Russia to reveal information through its own reports, and keep their operational methods secret. It's a sophisticated game of cat and mouse, played out not just in the sky, but in the global information space. The strike didn't just physically damage the facility. It sent a powerful psychological and strategic message: Ukraine can and will target the very heart of Russia's war infrastructure. No longer are the factories and logistical hubs far behind the front lines safe. Kremlin officials publicly condemned the strike as an act of aggression, while supporters of Ukraine worldwide viewed it as a legitimate and necessary act of self-defense, striking the means of war production to save lives on the battlefield. In the days that followed, military experts began to meticulously analyze the attack, using satellite imagery, social media clips, and intelligence reports. They pieced together the mission's scope and success. The analysis highlighted the increasing accuracy, range, and coordination of Ukraine's drone missions. This wasn't just a handful of drones launched in hope, it was a symphony of destruction, precisely timed and executed. Western officials, while careful to state they were not directly involved in targeting decisions, publicly praised Ukraine's growing technological capabilities and its innovative approach to defending its sovereignty. This praise serves a dual purpose: it boosts Ukrainian morale and sends a subtle but clear signal to Moscow about the evolving strength of its adversary. So, what does this all mean for the future of the war? First, it signals that no part of Russia is entirely safe from Ukrainian retaliation. This forces Russia to divert precious air defense assets, which are already stretched thin, from the front lines to protect cities and infrastructure deep within its own borders. It creates a strategic dilemma and spreads their resources even thinner. Second, it raises serious and uncomfortable questions about the effectiveness of Russia's supposedly advanced, multi-layered air defense systems. If Ukrainian drones can penetrate hundreds of miles into Russian airspace to strike high-value targets, what does that say about the system's vulnerabilities? And third, it could potentially escalate the conflict. As the pressure mounts and the war is brought home to Russia in a very tangible way, Moscow may feel compelled to respond more aggressively to project strength. This also shows how modern warfare is fundamentally changing. It's no longer just about tanks and trenches. Drones, cyber warfare, artificial intelligence, and open-source intelligence are now central to military strategy, making battlefields more transparent and asymmetric than ever before. This war is no longer fought only on the front lines, it's being fought in factories, in laboratories, and deep behind enemy lines. The battlefield is everywhere. As Ukraine continues to innovate, adapt, and strike strategic targets with remarkable precision, one thing is crystal clear: this conflict is far from over. And its outcome is being shaped by technologies that are evolving faster than we can track. Stay informed with us. If you found this analysis valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for weekly updates on global conflicts, defense technology, and untold stories that are shaping our world. Thank you for watching.